Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, July 31st, 2018, getaway day for Reno. And there's Missy Jen looking pretty in your Minnie Mouse today.
Thank you.
Awesome.
And you are looking beautiful, ready to bust out of
Yeah,
that
I feel like,
pump.
I don't know how to explain it, Jen. It's just like we're on hormones and stuff. It's like, hey, titties, you can stop growing now. And they're like, no, I think we'll continue. We'll continue doing a little pile on. Anyway, happy Tuesday to you. We are very excited to be off to Reno this morning. And Jen, to finally meet somebody who's been a big part of our lives.
Yep.
And today we're going to take somebody from a friendly internet acquaintance to a real life friend. And well, another year or so, maybe he'll finally achieve that super friend status. And of course, we're talking about Joey D, our wonderful friend down in Fairfield. Understated kind of guy, never, just I don't know how to describe Joe. He's kind of a what you see, what you. The only thing he reminds me of Harry Truman. He's plain spoken and just very what you see is what you get. It's a real old school kind of guy like you don't see too much. It's a lot like Joe
He's
King
an
and Joe and
absolute
Joe.
gentleman.
Yeah, he's marvelous. So we're going to be meeting him today. We're going to respect his privacy and everything, but we'll give you a full recap after we have lunch. We'll lay all the nitty gritty on you. We'll be doing a little live stream as we go up the road. Today, though, Jen, we do get people. It's inevitable. We've been together. You've been here almost 5 years. We've known each other for 5 years. It's well over 4 years you've been, and people are always curious, how do you guys get along? Do you ever fight? How terrible is Rosie, and what's it like with Missy Jen? And I have to say, all in all, Jen, it's been you know, we're both pretty easygoing by nature,
Yeah.
and both of us came out of relationships with what would you say, high voltage people that that were very loud and they could jangle your nerves once in a while. So I think
Yeah.
when both of us got together, when we got together, it was kind of like a calming and soothing kind of environment. I'm not saying it's like a monastery around here, but I'm saying there is a good level of respect and things here, which is I think is good. But you didn't tune in to hear how great I am, right? You you want to get the dirt dished on the Rosie girl, and we did this about 3 years ago, Jen. Our pet peeves about each other. So and I'll go first. You went first last time, and you pulled out a whole. Jen was joking. She pulled out a whole long paper of things. Life with me is not, it's fun, and I'd have to say, not to put words in Jen's mouth, but I'm always kind of on the go. My mind's always flashing and racing, and I'm always, kind of moving at the speed of light into life. And Jen is always very calm and measured. And when she speaks, she likes to speak nice and slowly and get her thoughts perfectly aligned. Whereas I just go shooting off like a fucked up Chinese firecracker, just kind of whirling around. But Missy Jen, as far as my pet peeves from you, there really aren't any. I mean, you're really you're a great person to be with. You're a great person to share the rancho with. Um, but once in a while, Jen will get very absorbed into something. And currently, she has, I'm not going to share it, but she has a very real passion in life, which is great to see her really engaged in that. And it's a fun thing, Jen, and it's something that year in, year out, you've always had interest in. But sometimes it kind of over absorbs Jen a little bit. Like yesterday, we have this nice salmon we caught, and Jen had picked up these nice seasoned fries we were going to have with them, and she's, oh, she was absorbed in her thing, and I guess when it came time to start dinner, because she makes dinner on Sunday and I clean up dinner. She put the potatoes. We usually have a potato on Sunday night, and she put the potatoes
The
in.
routine kicked in.
And I said, "What about that? Where are those fries?" And she said, "Oh, yeah." And then she cleans a lot too, right? So what happened this morning to my cable from my Samsung Galaxy S9? I came home. I'm like, this is interesting. It changed colors here. It went from one from black to white. And I said, Jen, you know what's going on with this cable? And what had happened to that? What had happened?
It totally got shredded. We got a new vacuum cleaner,
It's a hell of a vacuum.
and that thing is a powerhouse. I was vacuum cleaning, and that cord got in there, and oh my God.
Just caught that
I
charging
mean,
cable,
it
huh?
chewed that cable, charging cable, up into bits and pieces. There was hardly anything left. It was totally unrecognizable.
So sometimes Jen in her zest, and I have to say Jen keeps a very nice house. She really does. And sometimes in her zest she gets a little edgy with the vacuums and stuff. But I have to say I don't really have any pet peeves of
I had a grip on it, but I wasn't strong enough, and it got sucked in there, and whoop, it was gone. That roller like.
Now for the real downside.
So I went to the phone store and bought a brand new cable for $25, and
Yeah, she made
it's
sure
the
to tell me
best
how
of
much
the
that
best.
cable costs.
Yeah,
She always
$25.
wants you to know.
So my heart was bleeding, but I did it. So
Anyway,
I
Jen, you
paid
wait
the
a long
price.
time. You waited 3 years to unload again, and just tell everybody all that. Take a deep breath now, and just think, life with Rosie, your pet peeve with Rosie. Take a deep breath now. Be nice.
It's basically still kind of the same as 3 years ago,
Not much progress on that.
except that you kept saying you will work on it and you will change it. You're not picking up after yourself. You're like the peanut character, Pigpen, that has the little flies and dust stuff around. You just stop sliding around everywhere, and I constantly have to run after you and pick stuff up.
Like if people could see that, if people could see that room up there on.
And the room in the front is just a mess. I was gonna vacuum in there today too, but then I opened the door and I saw like bikinis and stuff, and I was like, that vacuum's gonna suck up all those bikinis and roll them up into bundles of balls, tennis balls, and spit them back out.
And I thought it was funny.
So I closed the door and just vacuumed other way.
I thought it was funny.
Otherwise.
Janet gave those little. She likes to give those little Hallmark things for Christmas, and the one she gave me was Pigpen, the one with the little dust that kicks up everywhere. Pigpen, even when they wash them up 5 minutes later, the dust cloud is back. So yeah, periodically I like to go through and try to do a real sweep, and then I tell Jen, "Oh, I'm gonna be good. I'll turn over a new leaf. I'll be a new person." And she's like, "Yeah, okay, have a good day."
Right.
But one thing that people commented on Jen, and and I don't, once again, I'm talking for Jen, but that talking over stuff, I think I made some progress on that.
You actually really worked on listening and paying attention to when I want to say something. You will actually stop for a minute or two and listen, and then you will resume what you're doing. You've gotten really a lot better on that.
So I look at you and I focus on you and I listen to what you are
Right.
saying for 2 minutes, and then it's back to normal.
Right. Because I'm slower and she's ultra fast.
Yeah, so it's kind
So,
of nice. Together we blend to a nice, I'm 78 RPM, right? Missy Jen's is 16 RPM, so we landed a nice 33 RPM there. A nice long LP record. But guys, surprisingly, you may find it hard to believe. Missy Jen and I, we've never really had some fights. We've had some heart-to-heart discussions about the future and stuff because I'm the kind of person that um, and Jen will kind of agree, and she is too. She doesn't want to hold anybody. I don't want to hold Jen back, and she doesn't want to hold me back. There's never. I'm not a possessive person, and Jen's not a possessive person, right? So there's that respect for each other's space that I think is really nice. So whatever Jen wanted to do, I would support that 100% and be behind that. And you always feel uncomfortable when you think that you're impacting my life, that maybe I can't travel or maybe I can't see the world. And Jen's like, go.
right, there's
Just
the
go.
door.
There's the
There's the
door.
door.
There's your keys. Just go. The rancho will be in great hands
The
here.
vehicle
No,
is there, and then the airport or whatever it is in the general direction that way. I mean, whichever
I already feel bad enough.
you
Right?
want to go. Shipyard that way.
But I can honestly say, in well over 4 years, I don't think we've ever yelled at each other. Ever. I don't
No.
think so. I don't think we ever have. And, it goes without saying. I mean, I would never lift a hand to Jen. She can't say the same thing about me. But
Well, that's why I always wear pants with pockets because you put your hands first in your fists and then put them in your pockets.
keep them restrained. Anyway, not much in the way of pet peeves for. Oh, one last thing is, I am always kind of nagging Jen to get more greens and stuff in her diet to improve her diet. So I do care. So I do bug her about vegetables and stuff, and I eat a lot of vegetables and a lot of fruits. So I'm always kind of pushing Jen in that direction, and we both just eat to live. We don't live to eat, so we just grab what we grab for dinner, and we don't really think about it too
I'm
much.
drinking the fruit smoothies now
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah, but you got to get those. You got to get that magnesium in those leafy greens and that kind of thing. That stuff is good for you. So
Magnesium.
anyway, for those of you who tuned in and expected to see
Now she's
Jen tell
starting
me
to
to get
speak
the hell out of
Chinese
that.
again.
Yeah, tell us.
Magnesium. What the heck?
Magnesium. Those of you who turned in, I apologize if you were waiting to hear all the ugly truth and stuff. Okay, so I'm Pigpen. Okay, it's the reality of life here. I will keep improving little by little. Reward direction, not perfection. There we go.
That's right.
All right, everybody. Have a wonderful Tuesday. We will see you on the road. Going to keep that phone good and charged. Going to try to have multiple streams. Try to experiment a little bit by increasing the streams to be the ultimate real-time Jen for travels. Plus, we're staying in a setup I've never stayed in before. All right, because I'm the ultimate low roller. So this is going to flip the tables. A lot of fun. Make sure you're subscribed. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Joe D, we're on our way.